watching footy fantasy. It is your steady thing go meet your football needs. Banter from rivalries, he sure you go receive. From EPL to Champions League, your eyes go see. It's footy fantasy. Yeah, watching footy fantasy. Footy fantasy. It is your steady thing go meet your football need. Your football need. Banter from rivalries, he sure you go receive. Sure you go receive. From EPL to Champions League, your eyes go see. Your eyes go see. It's footy fantasy. Footy fantasy.
What's up, guys? Hi, my name is EJ, and welcome to our latest episode of Footy Fantasy Podcast. With me, I have Liverpool fan Don. Please say hi to the people. Champions,
Hello.
champions elect,
Champion.
current champions.
Current champion.
And then we have Henry, Arsenal fan. Say hello.
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me.
Yes. It's good to be back. These are our social media handles. If you're not already following us, please follow us, subscribe, watch all our clips, watch all our full videos, and continue to support us. We're just going to jump right in. Liverpool versus Arsenal review, the marquee match of the weekend. So the victor goes to spoils. I'll start with Don. You guys won tight 1-0 game today. Usually we say 1-0 to the Arsenal. Today we're saying 1-0 to Liverpool. So how do you feel? What did you think about the game? What are your thoughts all around?
It's just like poetic justice. Arsenal that we know for set pieces, losing by set pieces. So that's my top one for today. Arsenal came with one mentality that really worked against them. Don't lose. And that was what worked against them at the end of the day. So big match. It lived up to the billing. A bit drab in the midfield. But at the end of the day, I'm happy. All the 3 points in the bag.
Okay. Let me see. Before Henry, you go. Oh gosh, the comments. It's about to calm down. It's already So if you guys don't know, I am Rosa Parks. All I did one day was support my team. All I said was we need to give. 2 years ago, I said let's support Arsenal. I think it may have even been 3 years. Since then, they said I'm preaching to the choir. I'm a crusader for the team. So now I'm Rosa Parks. And I think my glasses too, I'm not sure. And one of your adoptees. Oh yeah. Everybody knows I adopted the whole Liverpool squad. If you guys don't know what adoption means, just know that I think all Liverpool players, they should be playing for a team called Pretty Boy FC. And I think Szoboszlai is one of them. And I definitely adopted him and it came to haunt us. But yes, Henry, let's go. What do you think?
Yeah, very cagey game. Very cagey encounter. And I only say that because I feel Liverpool came out a bit more wanting it compared to Arsenal. I don't know. The Arsenal I saw the first half was a little bit different from the Arsenal I saw second half, excluding maybe the last 10 minutes after the goal. So which makes me question Arteta sometimes in terms of like selection, player selection, but overall, I'm not going to take it away. It's a moment of brilliance. Sometimes you need your big players or a player or any type of player to step up, and they had that one moment of like excellence. In terms of calls, there are certain things that could have gone their way. There are certain things that could have gone our way. I think the injury to Saliba to the first 5 minutes kind of startled the team a little bit. But I saw a lot more. I saw some issues. I saw some things that will make me question Arsenal's credential or credibility for the title. And I also saw a glimpse of like what could be, right? With the simple introduction of Eze. You could also just kind of see that the game could have completely taken a different turn if the selection was different, right? So imagine if our approach, I felt like for the long stretch of the second half, we're kind of settled for a draw. And I don't know why you want to do that. It's understandable because you're playing at the home of the champions or the ex-champions. I can understand it, but if you're going for the jugular this season, which that's what Arsenal has to do, you can't afford to be passive, right? You have to go for it. So That's the only thing I question. But otherwise, it was an excellent game. I congratulate Liverpool because time and time again, this is what Liverpool do. This is what I wanted us to do last season, and I will say it again this season. Liverpool has a way of, even when they're not in the games, even though they're having a bad game or a not so good game in terms of what we're accustomed to seeing from them, they still find a way to win.
Right.
And that's the next hub for us, right? We don't always need to play sexy, beautiful football, but we have to find ways to grind our results when we need to. Because at the end of the day, those 3 points are what count.
Oh yeah. Okay, very good. I'll just say this. I watched the whole game. First half was First of all, the team selection was interesting. I know we don't have Saka. Odegaard was a little bit tricky, and I feel like last week we thought they were saving Martinelli for this game because we knew that his directedness will help us. That obviously didn't really pan out today. But yeah, the starting selection was tricky. Merino, Zubi, and Rice was telling me that you guys don't plan to create anything. And then we started the game. I thought we were in control in the first half. If you guys noticed, yeah, you guys had some chances, but they were outside chances. You didn't have any chance in our box in the first half. Just did not. No shots on goal, none of that. So we stifled you guys. But what I saw after the second half was Liverpool went to say, okay, we're going to do this, do that, and come back, and they became a different team. So they're the ones that had the majority of the chances. They were the ones that were pressing more. So if I give Arteta any ding, is because he didn't adjust to the adjustment. I thought I guess maybe he felt he could continue with the status quo after the half. And then, I mean, technically they didn't score to the 85th minute. So yes, like Henry said, they were setting for the draw. By then, what are you doing? But yeah, so, and then you have that kind of strike. Does Szoboszlai usually take those free kicks? I don't know. Does he? Because I saw Salah was there. Salah had taken that free kick because I was going into the stands. So I was like, why didn't Salah take that? So that ended the way it was supposed to end. But no. Yeah, it's one of those games. I'm like, it's okay. Like, let's get this lesson out of the way now. And then it's early in the season. For Arsenal fans anyway, I don't think we should be too disheartened. We had some injuries. He was, a little bit timid. Arteta was. It needs to figure that out. I really agree with you, Harry. In fact, as far as like, why are you not pushing these things? Like, why aren't you pressing harder for this? Like, going for the juggler, like you said, that was perfect. Because if he doesn't do it this season, when does he plan to do it? Like City, playing against the two clubs that are headaches, Liverpool and City. I feel like these other teams have shown us that go against them. They're there for the taking. And we're still like fearing them. Like try, go for it. And, yeah, we're passive. Like at home, we won't be so passive at home. I get it. But like let's try something. But yeah, 1-0. It's early season. We're still top 4 for now. Let's see what happens. But yeah, it wasn't a boring game to me. I didn't think it was boring. I thought I saw some good things. So yeah. All right. I don't see any more comments, so we will move on. This topic is interesting. Who cares about this?
I think both teams didn't come out of tier 2 or 2. Liverpool midfield are still not gel. Wheat is not really delivering. Then McAllister wasn't in the game. He was behaving like a bully. They have to jack him off. After jacking him off, you can see what Jones did when he came in. The game changed when Jones came in. And then Keke's Madrid came back to give us a lot of
I think for us, I would say Noni was good on the right. Like that was I enjoyed watching Noni on the right. Now our left wing, maybe Arteta left it too late to challenge you guys. Szoboszlai is playing left back for y'all or right back. So why couldn't we? And he's not a traditional right back. So why couldn't we make him suffer? And nobody could make him suffer. That makes no sense to me.
He was calm all through.
He was calm. Nobody stressed him.
He was calm all through. He didn't rush anytime. So it's kind of hard to dribble past somebody like that. He was just using this midfield experience to mark Martinelli, and Martinelli doesn't have that answer to.
That's crazy.
And that's
the best player. Yeah, he was the man of the match.
I agree, and that's the most frustrating part about Arsenal, right? It's almost like, our greatest strength is our defense. We get it. We know, right? We already know. So the next progression for me is build build on that, right? Rather than rely on it, you need to build on that, right? So it's almost like we tend to sometimes go into these big games with a defensive posture and then try to see if we can sneak in one. I don't know if that is a good solution long term, right? You
Right.
you can't play passive aggressive with these teams. You have like I bet you. Remember, when the second leg comes, Liverpool is not going to be passive when they come to Arsenal. They're going to
Right.
go for it, right? They're going to throw caution to the wind. They're not going to sit back. They'll play their game. So that's also the thing. We need to consistently try to impose our own game on opponents. We shouldn't just try to be like local champions and only bully small teams. Go and hang with your mates, right? You've made all the purchases now. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think in terms of depth, today also shows that we have enough depth now, right?
Yeah.
Because now there are key players already going down, but we're not.
We have four
EJ,
key
you,
players.
EJ, you can attest. You were not. Were you scared today? Like
No.
going? I
When
wasn't.
Mosquera came, I was like, okay, Mosquera, just
Like
stay.
we know it's Liverpool, but we'll run it because again, and then even watching the game, you could see we were holding our own. It's not. There's no like. But again, you could also see the difference, a slight difference in class, not too large, but you could see, right, taking the opportunities when it counted the most.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping we can build off, right? My prayer now is that Martinelli needs to chill for a little bit. He needs to hold on that left wing. I feel like Eze for now, we're better
Yeah.
off with Eze or even Nani playing on that left and maybe Dowman sometimes, deputizing. We have options, right? We
Yeah.
have like just my key thing is look at that last 10 minutes. I was pulling my hair. Like,
Yeah.
so you mean
This
all
was
these things you guys did this last 10 minutes, you had the capability, you had the ability to do it, but you
and
just
didn't
stopped.
do. Right.
Yes, so but congrats to you guys though. And
Congrats
these
to
are
Liverpool.
these yeah,
I
congrats
will
to
say this: I thought it would be a draw. The only reason I thought it would be a draw, a comfortable draw, was because we've not won at Anfield. Like I don't recall seeing us win at Anfield in the last at least 10 years. So I was like, there's just going to be a draw. I did not expect Liverpool to win, or actually, I didn't expect Arsenal to win. And then I was like, if Liverpool wins, it'll be it because it was like a battle of a strong offense against a strong defense. And you guys weren't firing today. What's his name? Ekitike. No, he wasn't there. You guys had to rely on that, which, like you said, it's not poetic justice. It's something else. It's like the football gods are against. They're laughing at Arsenal for letting you guys beat us with a set piece goal.
No,
How
I
many
think I
set
think
pieces?
Arsenal
Declan Rice.
midfield. Arsenal midfield is a bit flat when you play Zubi, Merino,
Merino
and
and Rice
there is no attacking midfielder. So Gyökeres was not getting any services at all.
at all.
The smash and grab was use the wings and come into
And then
play.
Martinelli
So
was doing
and
God knows what.
it didn't work. So
Yeah.
and when Odegaard came in, that was when the game changed. That is the attacking this thing that you needed. And in the last 10 minutes, you can see that the game tilted a bit towards
Yeah.
Arsenal.
I wouldn't even say
They were a
Odegaard.
bit
I would say
cautious.
more
That
Eze.
was
Say that again, Harry.
I wouldn't even really say Odegaard. Odegaard for me is still on
Eze.
fraud alert. He's still on fraud alert for
Front
me.
watch.
I would say Eze because and I don't know, Donald and EJ, if you noticed, and this is something else we should consider experimenting on, right? Apart from Odegaard being able to press and lead that press, I think Eze has shown me that he can also play that 10. So
Yes.
I'm not against the idea of Madueke going to play the left and Dowman starting on the right, and
Good.
let Eze play that 10 because I don't know if you noticed there were two key chances that guy had, right?
Yes.
That it could have changed the game too for us,
Yeah.
at least get us a tie. He has that ability that you can't predict what he's going to do when he has the ball. And
Yeah.
we've been craving for that player. Like, I think the last time we've had players like that was since the Invincibles, since like but we have Ola coming on. Oh my God,
He came to hijack her.
Jesus
I
Christ.
wasn't expecting this. Hola,
Um,
welcome.
the last time we had players like of that caliber, I think was the Fabricas, the Cesc, Bergkamp era. We haven't had someone like Eze in a while, so I think that's something we need to consider.
Something to watch for the future. Absolutely. Hola, welcome. I didn't expect you.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
So you want to
Uh,
balance. I was going to like run through Donald. We weren't going to say Liverpool's name too much. So now you balance the team. Okay.
I know Donald is a gentleman, so I have to come in to counterbalance that. I
Yeah, you're
don't
like
want.
a gentleman too. Go
Yeah,
on.
you're fair. You're very fair and straightforward guy too. So.
Yeah. No, sorry, I just had to pop in just to not to rub it in. I didn't even really watch the game like that. I watched some of it and missed some of it. But I can see some. I don't know if you read comments there, but I don't know. Have you read comments from Linger?
Oh, yeah, I read all of them earlier.
Okay.
Don't
Yeah,
mind her.
because I think the number one guy who scored, what's his name? Dominic Soboslai, will probably meet your specifications.
He's on the list.
You can adopt him if you want. I mean, as usual.
It didn't work, clearly.
Yeah, I think it was a fairly tough game. From what I saw, I didn't see much of it. Like I said, I saw bits here and there, scrappy, but I saw the goal. It's too early. I mean, people are already saying, "Oh, wow, this is a statement of intent, man. 35 matches to go." It's good to get your points on the board. I know it's good to put the points on the board early, but it's no indication. I mean, I think you guys already have like 3-4 injuries. Liverpool picked 2-3 injuries today.
Wow.
All those things are going to matter. I hope we get Isak and Gay done. I don't know. I'm getting worried because tomorrow I think the deadline 5 p.m.
Oh, wow.
UK time. Yeah, UK time. So if those guys don't come in, then Liverpool's depth is not great.
I think you have Gay. I think I'm hearing Gay is halfway confirmed.
I hope so. I've not seen anything official yet. Yeah, there have been some beats, but I know it's just all hanging in the air. Like Palace wants a bit more money. They wanted one of our players, Gomez, and then AC Milan came in and said, "Oh, we want to take Gomez also." It's so messy. I mean, this transfer window has been one of the messiest. Even did you see it? Just on the tangent, because people have been saying Liverpool unsettled Isak, but look at what Newcastle are doing to Brentford. We started to put out a statement today on Instagram, like, "Let me go and be free me." So it's also messy. I mean, I've never seen a transfer window like this. I know it's usually there's some sagas going on, but it's really messy. I mean, it's all dependent on if Brentford get their player, then if Brentford sell to Newcastle, then Newcastle sell Isak to us.
Wow.
And then Gay also is the same thing. I think they also want a defender before they let Gay go. It's all complicated. So, I mean, the main point is I think Arsenal still have the best depth. And if we don't get Isak and Gay, I think we might struggle later in the season when these injuries start piling up. Because, I mean, look at that today. We have Konate injured. Who knows how long. We have Wirtz injured, even though he's not played well. And I think overall, I'm not going to focus so much on injuries, but the reason why I'm mentioning that is 35 games is a long way to go. So even though it was good to beat Arsenal, I wouldn't say it's a major marker, because some people would just say, "Oh yeah, you've beaten them, so you've beaten your rivals." For me, the big surprise is 6 points ahead of City. It's good to be ahead of them. You don't want to be behind City. If you're 6 points behind City, then you start getting worried. Yeah. So it's better to be 6 points ahead of them. They can still catch you, but it's just better to be ahead of them.
City, I'm looking at City. I'm like looking at their fixtures, because I know our fixtures are tough, but City's also playing us, and they're playing United at some point. Yes. So it's and United. I mean, yes, they're doing anyhow, but when they see City, they become draw merchants. So like I feel like it's not like it's not like a given for City. Like they've lost 2 games, so it's still early, but I've never seen Pep with only 1 win in 3. He's languishing.
That's what I was saying. You made that point. I was saying to one of my friends earlier today. I was like, they've lost 2 out of 3, and they're still at 5 games to go. So basically, their margin of error has really reduced. So out of the next 35, they can't afford to lose more than 3 or 2, because if you are losing 5 games per season, then you probably will not win the league. So if you have lost 2 out of your first 3, then your margin of error is really decreased. And this City, they look a bit flaky. They look beatable. They look gettable.
Like nobody's truly. We don't have that fear anymore. Like, and I think that's what we did see with Liverpool. Even though I feel like Arsenal should have seen it. I guess when you guys played Bournemouth and you played the team Newcastle. Those 2 games were close, and at the end, you guys pulled it off. So I feel like Arsenal should have seen that and be like, okay, we should take it to Liverpool. Now
it was a cagey game.
Yes.
You're correct. The bit I saw, it's like even for us, we paid you guys respect. I think both teams
True.
went into the game with a lot of respect for each other. From what I saw, it was cagey. It was like nobody's going full out attack. And that's why those kind of games get settled by just a moment of brilliance.
Yeah.
Because it's just so tight. Both teams know that, okay, we are both good. So we're not going to give
Figure it out.
anybody any inch. We're going to just like keep it tight. It was scrappy, it was cagey. But I agree with you in the sense that I think maybe Arsenal maybe could have went for it a bit more.
Yes.
But that's where you miss players like Saka.
Yeah.
That's where you miss players who can take the ball and run at the opponents, take 2 or 3 players on. You know, that's where you see that, okay, a game changer like that, you miss him. Yeah. I know your squad is deep, but I mean, a game changer is a game changer. If we miss Salah, it's going to be a problem also. So when you miss a game changer, that's in this kind of games, that's where you see, okay, even if he does not score, but the fact that maybe a player like Saka will take on 2 players, 3 players, space opens up for somebody else. Right. You know, so I agree with you. Maybe Arsenal should have gone for a bit more, but it's still Anfield at the end of the day. Anfield is tough for anybody. So yeah, so happy with the 3 points, but I'm not going to read too much into it. I don't know if Don has spoken at all. Sorry for butting in.
He spoke first. Now. I let Don speak first because you guys are the winners. Next time, it's going to be us who speak first.
It's good to see Henry. I mean, Henry is one of your most level-headed Arsenal fans. So that's why if there's somebody else here now, one of the other guys, I'll probably be going with pow. But because Henry's a cool dude, he's like really one of your most level-headed fans. So I'll rein it in a bit. Tonight.
Yeah, but you and Ola make a very key point, and I kept saying it at the beginning of the season, that this season, funny enough, is going to be about who stockpiled the most amount of players in terms of depth. Like everyone thinks it's all going to be tactical. Obviously tactics matter. I think this season is going to be about the amount of depth, and it's going to be because of the amount of games that were played last season. It's going to have a carryover effect onto this season, especially teams that went deep into all these other competitions. That's why, as Ola said, it's important for like Isaac to come. I think they probably will get, if they get both, great for them, but I know for sure they'll get at least one. And whoever stockpiles the most, I've always said it this season for me, whoever stockpiles the most, that's why I still want everyone to pay attention to Chelsea, right? We think Chelsea is a dangerous team too this season. They've stockpiled. If anyone goes down, they have at least 2, not 1, 2. At least for us, we have maybe 1, and maybe for Liverpool too, we have a similar approach, meaning one player can seldom play 2 or 3 roles, right? So those type of players, they're versatile enough to cover your blemishes in areas. But this season is going to be about like depth, and whoever stockpiles the most is gonna peep it at the end. That's my opinion.
Is Mosquera a center back? Or I thought he was a defensive midfielder.
No, he's a center back.
Center back, okay.
Yeah.
Good.
But you got, how do you pronounce his name? Inakapi?
Hincapi.
Huh? Hincapi. You got Hincapi too. So that's also a center back stroke.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So at least you have cover for Saliba, because I know Saliba went down today. So
at the 5th minute.
They're saying it's not serious. They said he rolled his ankle before the game and said he could play. And then that 5th minute or 1st minute, however early, he said he couldn't play anymore.
Yeah, adrenaline. You think adrenaline? When you guys everybody here has played soccer before. You know how you're gingered, and then when you get on the pitch, someone puts you on the run.
Okay.
You're like, no.
No, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. But anyway, let me not take too much of your time, because I know you guys moving on to other topics. So I'll pop back out. But yeah, good to see you all.
Thanks for coming through.
Thank you.
No worries.
All right, we will jump to
never walk alone, Don. Champions.
We shall move on to our next topic. Which star kid will have a better season, Dowman or Ngumoha? Ngumoha. That 1.5 minutes we saw of Ngumoha, we're now comparing him to Starboy and Max Dowman. Please Donald, tell us who this person is. Tell us. Henry, do you know him? If you know him, tell me, because I've never heard of him before.
I know him. I think he came from their youth system, right? If I'm, I think he's also scored. He has a Premier League goal now.
Yeah,
right?
The last
goal, he came into the rescue. I think short-term impact, he's going to probably be more impact in the short term now. I think long-term is going to be Dowman, in my own opinion.
Okay.
And I think the only reason is because it's the same thing I was saying. I think depth wise, they're going to play a key role, both of them, for their respective teams this year, because there's going to be injuries. I promise you, mark my words. Probably we'll see the most amount of injuries this season, just because of the amount of football these players are playing now is outrageous.
Yeah.
It is crazy. The competitions, the World Club Championship, the other extra things. It's a lot. So it's going to give all these younger players an opportunities when key players are actually out. That's why I think we're going to see a lot more of both of them. I think obviously we've seen short term. The Liverpool kid, he's already having, he's already been impactful. I just think long term too. Dowman is probably gonna, because I think there's gonna be a cautious effort by Arsenal to preserve folks like Saka and maybe Madueke, especially in key games, those league cups, and we'll probably see players like Dowman feature more. It'll probably be the same thing for Liverpool, but both of them they're gonna have a say this season.
So where's Ngumoha? What's Ngumoha's position? Is he a left winger? When he scored that goal, it was on the left-hand side of the pitch, but he could have come from anywhere. Position.
I'm not 100% sure. Maybe Donald can tell us, but I think he's a winger.
Yeah, he's a left winger. We got him from Chelsea. He was in Chelsea Academy before, so
They said he spent 1 year in Arsenal Academy, so they said Arsenal let him go. I'm like, he was 5 years old. Let it go.
We got him from Chelsea. I think what they used in enticing him to Liverpool was probably first team, the development that would be at least more. Chelsea have a way of treating their kids. They send them on loan and many other things like that, and they have loads and loads of them. So he got some minutes last season. I think he played in the Champions League the last game against the PSV. Then he played some FA Cup matches too. So he has been getting some, and he just signed his professional contract just last week. He just clocked 17 on Friday.
Wow.
So I believe the guy has more in him. I'm talking of age now. Downey is still young, so he still needs more time too. I think he's still 15.
He's 15. I think he'll be 16 in like a week or so. If he's not already 16, like it'll be 2 weeks or so.
Okay.
So something I saw with Dowman.
There are lots and loads of matches to be played. Champions League, I think how many matches in Champions League it's not easier again. Like some will even use some band boys to even play their remaining matches after they qualify, but right now is no longer like that. So I believe both of them will get more minutes. The number of matches are crazy these days. So,
okay. So that's a good shout. I didn't realize he played last season at all for you guys. So that's good. So he is ahead of Dowman, clearly. So I see what you mean, Henry, when you say you're seeing someone who will have a shorter term impact. If that's your prediction, that's fine. I don't know enough to say, so I won't say anything. But I back my boy Dowman to do exploits. Well, I was going to say something though. The fact that as Arteta last season, Arteta got crazy accusations for not being a supporter of the children because he didn't play Nwaneri as often as we would have preferred. And today, he needs a goal and he's bringing Dowman on. Like that, to me, it tells me that he rates that kid highly. And I wonder if he rates him higher than Nwaneri now. So I'm just wondering, what was he looking for from Dowman? I think he was looking for a penalty. But what are you looking for from Dowman that Nwaneri couldn't give to you in that same Madueke position, Saka position, So we'll see hopefully both of them go really far. I heard he may be half Nigerian, so that's good for him. Or his name doesn't seem Nigerian, but it could be.
His full name is Rio Chima Ngumoha Adigun.
Okay, so the Rio may be something else, but the Chima is obviously Igbo. So yeah. Okay. So good luck to both of them. Unless we have something else to add, we'll move on.
Yeah, but there was something you missed too. Even much more crazy with Arteta. Why didn't he play Nwaneri over Merino in that 10?
Oh yes, absolutely. He wanted control. He wanted to sit back. Like
that guy is crazy. So that's why I'm saying.
Like one thing I'll say about Nwaneri though is that he can be bullied off that ball. He will lose the ball in key areas. So that, but like, I mean, you would hope Superman would be there to help cover him. And we saw that in some of the games he played, or actually not some of the games, the game he played last game, where he played against Leeds. There are some misses that he was doing. I saw Rice trying to like involve him, and because he played Odegaard's position against Leeds. And then, but yeah. So I think there's a fear that he's too like lightweight. That's what my prediction is. That's my what you call it. That's what I'm guessing, but I don't know.
But Dowman is lightweight too.
He's even more lightweight, and he lost the ball 5 more times.
That's my point.
So yeah, so he lost the ball way more than anyone today, really. In the short time he was on.
So we tells me the main thing for all these young players is, even though the teams are going to also rely on them in terms of depth, they also have to be cautious, right? Because sometimes we as fans, we have these huge expectations,
right?
And we have to sort of like be cautious about these expectations, because at the end of the day, these are still kids. The easiest way I always refer it to when I see all these players playing at these stages, I think about me as an individual, what I was doing at 15, 16. I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be playing for Arsenal at 15, 16. Like, do you know the huge pressure? Like, do you understand? Let's all take you back to the human level.
Yes.
Remember what you were doing at age 15 or 16. Look at what these guys are doing now, and the immense pressure we're putting on them, not just to do good, but to deliver at a high stage consistently. So that's the part that I'm always very cautious about.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and that's what these coaches try to prevent too, and they kind of baby them. It's similar to that. That's the only part I'm also empathetic for coaches like Arteta and any other coach, like is how can we utilize them effectively enough that they are impactful, but we don't start getting them, having them have like serious injuries. We can make a case now that the reason why Saka is now getting injured much more frequently is the workload. You can make a case, because there was one time where that guy, you couldn't drop him. He wasn't even getting breather, right? So it's not far-fetched to start taking the cumulative effect of all these games he's played is now what's affecting those hamstrings now, right? So,
but let me ask you this: why can Salah still? Because I saw something. Salah has only been out of his team 8 times in 8 due to injury. Missed 8 games due to injury in 8 years. I don't know if that's true. That's crazy if that's true, because we're talking 8 years and you missed 8 games.
Maybe AFCON.
Huh?
Except those matches they missed during AFCON.
Right.
I think Salah is just like Cristiano Ronaldo. He watches what he eats.
Genetically blessed.
Yes, he's not a party animal. He's so focused and many other things. I think diet play an important role too, and then he gyms so well.
See, you guys, that cliff he's going to fall. This is the cliff. Salah is going to fall from that cliff this year or next year. There's no way he's 33. He'll be 33 next year. Actually, 33 this year. He's going to fall from that. It's time. Are we joking here? What are we doing?
Salah can play at this level for another 3 years.
3 years? No way.
Another 2 3 years.
End at some point.
I said this to people and people thought I was crazy, but let me give you my rationale. Salah, from when he played from Chelsea compared to when he played for Roma and compared to when he came back to Liverpool, completely different soccer player. In terms of efficiency, in terms of work rate, Salah picks his spots. Yeah. Salah is not the person that will be running that wing 247. He picks his spots. His in-game management is top notch. Mm-hmm. Maybe the only other person I can even compare him to, maybe Henry back then, in terms of he knows when to slow down the game. He knows when to accelerate. He's very efficient, hardly gets injured. Don't forget, this is a highly regimented player. His religion too helps him. Remember, they fast a lot. Yes. Muslim.
Yeah.
He's always in alcohol. He doesn't drink. Like, he has a. That's why I keep telling you, everyone is expecting this guy is going to drop off. He can play at this level for, maybe I'm exaggerating, for 3 years, but for 2 years, he can still do what he's doing now for at least 2 years. That's why they give him that contract. Anything after that is additional, this thing. They know. That's why they're starting to groom this place. But don't be surprised. This guy, he hardly gets injured, EJ. Like, how many seasons we the real supporters of other club were silently praying, entering Okija shrine on top Salah's head, but nothing happens to him. Nothing. Do you understand? Like he's so durable. He's evolved. He's used to the pace of the game. Yeah. So he might play this whole season and not get injured too.
Yeah.
Don't be
That's
sure.
the crazy thing. He played the whole game. We're not talking about subbing Salah. We're not talking about in any game he plays. We're never talking about when is he coming on. Rest him.
I think
That's unfair. He had to rest Saka before he dies. This will know how to rest Salah. He's not going to die. So how can we compete with that? Huh?
Slot game management pays him. You can see from last season,
Yeah.
his defensive role has been reduced.
Diminished,
He
right.
doesn't play the way he used to play when he was with club. That everybody will have to come back.
Everybody has to work.
This last season, he will just stay up. He doesn't have any defensive role to play. Just pass the ball to me and let me do my thing. So I think they are conserving it too. So it will stay longer. They know why they gave him 2 years. And he's regimented.
But I'm not going to say in this game today. I'm not calling his name because it was special. I don't think he was special in today's game in any capacity. I just think he was Salah. I'm just saying. I was using him as an example because I don't feel like he's a person that has needed rest.
Like that.
Huh?
The first 2 games it was like that.
Right.
Against Bournemouth, he just came on when people were even saying we can't see get Salah in this game. And even against Newcastle, he was the one that made the assist that this guy.
He always has moments. He has moments in every game.
Yeah,
he had a chance to actually.
And I think he used to play like Robin. You know what he will do, and you can't just do anything to stop him. He will cut in and he will play, and he will do it.
Yeah. And lastly, there's also another key portion. That's why, Trent, he always has fullbacks that can actually, play that role properly. So rather than have him fall back frequently, that's why, even Liverpool today, they were missing that Frimpong kid. I already said it. The moment they got that Frimpong king, I call him Energizer Bunny, it's also going to increase the shelf life of Salah. Because again, that need for him to fall back consistently would not be a burden. He would just have to play his role. And the fact sometimes that some of these players, like a Saka, Salah on the pitch, automatically attracts 2 players. So it makes an additional player always free or open, right? So even the threat alone of you just being on the field and people knowing what you can do is enough to cause havoc. So, yeah.
I agree. Okay, good talk. We're going to jump to the next topic. We'll try and get through this fast. UCL group stage tops 8 prediction. So I think with this section, we're just trying to name the teams that we think will finish in the top 8. Obviously, I believe 16 will go through, but yes. So let's go. What do you guys think? You have a list?
Okay. The top 8 is just the traditional 8, the 4 traditional.
Remember, last year was not traditional.
Yeah, it wasn't, but you can't just prod any newcomer into that top 8, except they messes up their chances.
Yeah.
You believe it will just be them. The 2 La Liga team that we know, and then put in Bayern Munich and PSG. Those are the 8.
Okay, so you said Bayern. I've heard Bayern, PSG, Real Madrid, and Barcelona as 4. So the next 8.
The 4 English teams that we have.
Okay, Liverpool. Which 4? Because there's 6 teams going to Champions League. Is it 6 or 5?
No, it's 5 6. But I'm not counting Newcastle.
I think it's 6.
Yes, it's 6. It's 6 with Tottenham too.
Okay.
I'm just
saying. You're telling me Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea,
Man City, and Chelsea. City.
Okay. Let me see if I want to switch one thing around. Yeah, I think Real Madrid will do better this year. Last year they almost got kicked out. So I think they should finish top 8. They have not a better coach, but they have a different coach. I think it's probably a little bit more serious. And Barcelona for sure. PSG, yes. Bayern, yes, sure. Us, I think we will get through. I looked at our list, and if you looked at some of the fixtures, then I think we probably have the easiest fixture. I'm just being honest.
Don't say that, too. Don't jinx us.
No, I'll say that now. Then
don't say that, too. You know,
the
witches and wizards are watching.
Well, like on paper, I think Arsenal has a good we shouldn't be crying about our fixture. That's what I say.
For the record, I didn't say that, fans. EJ said that.
The only serious thing we have there is Bayern. Bayern may beat us. You know what Bayern did on Twitter? Bayern said, "Hi, Arsenal." Are you okay? You have 8 teams that you're playing. It's only us that you greeted. What is wrong with Bayern?
Because when we face Bayern, is a stable and expected finding.
Stable. Look, I'm happy we're doing them. I'm meeting them now. That doesn't mean that we can't meet them in the knockout round, but it will reduce the chances. So let's play them now. They beat us now, and we go away. But yes, and you guys, I'm sure Liverpool, you've looked at your fixtures. No, we don't play you. But I think Liverpool may play Inter Milan. I can't remember you guys' fixtures.
Real Madrid.
Okay, yes, you do play Real Madrid. It's another rematch of that one. And you guys played them last year and you beat them.
Yes.
2-0. It was. Real Madrid went through a lot last year.
No, everybody was beating Real Madrid last year.
Yeah.
So,
they beat City easily. And City, that's why I don't know if City will do it again this year. I think they may struggle. I don't trust Manchester City.
Well,
I don't know.
Now I'm seeing why Klopp ran away. There are some new coaches now that their tactics and thinking they are crazy. So imagine this Bournemouth, this guy, I think, is he 30 yet?
The coach?
This Brighton coach.
Brighton, yeah. I think he's 30 by now. He's 30 something.
And Pep has never beaten him.
Still? Oh. Yeah.
Last season he still beat Pep. And this season now they repeated it today.
Yeah, we haven't beaten him either. That's a problem.
Oh, okay. We beat them 3 times last.
Yeah, I was annoyed. He keeps drawing us and he keeps getting fake penalty, fake free kick, fake red card against him. But next time we'll be ready for him next time. But yeah, so yeah, you're right. Pep is I think the allure is gone. And he needs to watch out. He may not finish top 8.
Carlos have to run.
Because Rodri is back. Everyone's saying that when you miss your best player, you don't know what happened.
Is he back? I thought he got injured again.
I saw him on the pitch today.
Oh, okay. He played. Okay.
Yeah. He definitely. I'm not sure whether he was subbed on or subbed off, but I saw him with my own 2 eyes. Yeah. And he was toward the end of the match. And I saw him last game. He was on the pitch last game. But he was subbed on last game.
Okay.
So he may not be perfectly fit. And then Phil Foden has been, in my opinion, exposed. And I don't know what's going on. So,
but it's expected. The dominance lasted for so long. I mean, that's something is expected, right?
So why can't that happen to Liverpool?
No, because they're similar to City and their ascendancy too, right?
Okay.
It's left for Arsenal to find them and figure them out.
Yeah.
Right. That's my point. It's left for Arsenal to figure them out. But for me, I agree with you guys. Real Madrid, City, Bayern, PSG. I think I'm hesitant to put City too just because of their form. But the only reason why City would always remain relevant to me is just because of the format, right? The format is somewhat different. With Champions League, it's a little streaky. You can just get on a streaky form and then everything aligns for you. And you just, Arsenal for sure, Barca, and between Chelsea and Inter Milan, or Chelsea and City. But for me, they're going to be the top 8.
So we're not really putting any Italian clubs. No Inter Milan yet.
I said Inter Milan or Chelsea.
Oh, Inter Milan or Chelsea. Okay. We'll see. I like it. All right, let's do a top 4. Quick top 4 prediction. After 3 games, after we've seen a few things, let me say something about United. They're now 1-1-1, I believe, like their record. So I'm just saying that after 3 games is such a short time. Like now they're I think they're 8th, but like last week they were 15th. So the pendulum swings are too high but we've seen some things. We've seen the way some of these teams are playing. We've seen some injuries already. So just tell me what you think your top 4 teams will be. Henry, we'll start with you.
Liverpool are still the team to beat. Liverpool is the top team, followed closely by Arsenal. And then for me, Chelsea. And then Spurs or Newcastle.
Spurs? Okay.
Yeah.
Why Spurs?
For some reason, Spurs they got the new, they have a new coach bounce, right?
Yeah,
Their form has been good. I know they lost yesterday, right? But
it's a tight game. Yeah,
yeah, but prior to that, they won their first two games. I think they beat City too, right? Last
yeah,
week.
yeah.
Yep.
Actually, it wasn't a tight game. Bournemouth really took it to them.
Yeah.
It was a tight scoreline.
Yeah, but I still think Liverpool is a team to beat. I think Arsenal is going to push for it, which they should. It shouldn't be like last season where I think you should go down to the wire, and I'm hoping Arsenal can finally figure them out. I think Chelsea will have a say too on who the champions are going to be, and then yeah, that's my own prediction. And then
Okay,
yeah,
it's a top
I,
four.
honorable mention Newcastle too. I think
Newcastle.
depending on yeah, Newcastle. Everyone thinks Newcastle is just a pushover this year. I think they have this never say die
I mean, they
attitude,
did.
where you just can't count them out. But yeah, those are my own short list. Probably like honorable mention for them for like fifth or sixth position.
Okay, you think they'll climb up from because I think they're one
They'll
zero
they'll
zero.
come up.
0.
They'll come up.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, Don, go ahead.
Okay. So Liverpool. Uh, my four before the season began Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, and Chelsea. But now I think I'm going to tweak it. I think Chelsea now comes before Man City. I
Okay.
still believe Man City will still not miss out on that top four.
Okay.
So Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City, top four.
Yeah. I think I'll stick with that. So I don't know if I can bring Spurs in. I don't. I'm not. I need to see more. Yeah. What's his name? I can't remember his name. Their coach. He's a good manager, and with Brentford, he was doing a lot with Brentford, and it just seems like he can get more out of this team than Ange did. And Ange, no matter what you say, I know they were injured last year. They're decimated, but you finished your team. I'm so sorry. That wasn't good. So I did agree with the firing. I think United should have fired their coach. Um, but it's United. I think will finish probably like it depends because to me they don't look that bad. Honestly, they don't look terrible. But if they figure out their midfield, maybe top 10, like top 8, something like that, something like more respectable than last season. And they're not going to play that many games. Let's remember that they're not. They already fell out of Carling Cup. They're not going. They're only going to do FA Cup and this other one.
That can work in their favor too.
Yeah, they can work in their favor for sure. But I think us Arsenal, like you said, Harry, to me this year is important, right? You bought 8 players, it's a statement. Like let's not play. I know we had a lot of holes to fill. We had a lot of depth to increase, and they didn't want to make the same mistake they made last year where they didn't have players for the end of the season. But like this is a statement. You have to try and deliver. And you should push. You should be pushing Liverpool for the title for sure. Like you should even be the favorites, to be honest. It's just that
I'm keeping it.
it's one of those things where you haven't seen it yet, so you don't believe it. I think if we had won 2 years ago, I'll probably say we'll be the favorites this time. Because if we had won 2 years ago, I'd have just said, okay, last year was injury. This year we should revert to no. Well, we didn't win 2 years ago, and it's just odd. So I was talking to my friend one time, and he was like, the average, like the law of averages, probably shows that Arsenal should have won at least one league in the last 20 years. Like unlucky team for whatever reason, whether it's like poor management, players like choking at the last minute or choking towards the end, just things like that, factors, and then just everyone knows what happened between Highbury and Emirates. But yeah, we should be doing way better, and we should be coming first. But I do think you have to give Liverpool that edge just because they did it last year. And then Chelsea. No, Chelsea is to me is you have to put Chelsea on the list because they're close. Like they're close to top 4 last. Were they top 4? They were top 4 last year. Yeah, you guys finished. Not you guys. Chelsea finished 4th last year. So you have to say that they will still finish 4th. I just don't know if they can win the league. That's my thing. And yeah, so I would leave City in there just out of respect for Pep. But if Pep just continues on this way, do you think they'll fire Pep if he just finishes like 10? You think he has like immunity from firing for the next 4 years? We'll see.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He's done enough. He's done enough to decide to leave
himself.
So yeah.
But yeah, okay. We'll see. I'm sure we'll have this topic almost every week going forward. All right, last but not least, kudos and donkey of the week. Does anyone have a kudos? Someone you want to shout out?
Shout out to the game winner.
Show us like.
Yep,
Okay.
I agree with him.
I agree. I think that was like when Rice scored those two kind of dead ball free kicks against Real Madrid. We talked about it for 2 weeks. And that's kind of what we saw today. Like out of nowhere, Szoboszlai takes a free kick and then boom, beats everyone, gets in the back of the net. It was very good. It was perfect. So
Yeah, and it's almost like he knew what he was going to do because they had a long conversation, and he's like, "Guys, relax. I got this. I got something planned."
that's something. I feel it. That's how Declan was like, I feel it. And sometimes when these players feel these things,
Hey, you never know. Let it
go.
roll.
So yeah, that was good. I would give it to him. I don't think anyone else stood out this weekend, unless someone did. Is there a donkey of the week?
Pep.
Pep.
Yeah, because even after the game, he was a sore loser. He couldn't even shake the hand of the coach.
I didn't know that. Oh.
Yeah. So let him hold that L. Let him hold that L real quick.
We need to highlight that because if it was someone else named whose name starts with A and ends with A, we'll never have heard the end of it. Yeah. So yeah, okay. I can agree for him to be one donkey. Is there another
Donkey
donkey?
of the week for me should be Nottingham Forest.
Ooh.
Losing at 3-0. Wow, that's
To West Ham.
no. It's not acceptable at all.
Okay. I'm going to call Unai the donkey. I didn't even watch the match, but I know he lost 3-0 to Crystal Palace at home. And I'm like, Unai, you guy.
Until
You
the
always,
second minute, it was 0-0. It was a draw. Until the second minute.
oh yeah. Oh, wait, with West Ham?
Yeah.
Oh, it was a draw
They
too.
scored the 3 goals in the 9 minutes.
Oh yeah, maybe they deserve the donkey then.
Oh, that's a true donkey. Wait, was there penalty? Was there a penalty involved?
I don't think so. We'll get
Oh my
no
God.
penalty.
Concede 3 goals in the last 10 minutes. That's sad. Yeah. But their coach, remember their coach is halfway. Is he still there? Their coach is halfway checked out, I think. I think him and
Yeah, I think they want the coach to go, but the coach wanted them to sack him so that he can.
Okay, yeah.
So you can collect palliative.
Yes.
Yeah. I think, that coach is almost halfway out for sure. But yeah, okay, those are good donkeys. I accept that. I think that's crazy. Last 10 minutes.
Yeah. Can I ask a question?
Yes.
What
ma'am.
did you think about the positioning, both Donald and EJ? What did you think about Araya's positioning before the free kick?
I mean,
I'm not saying he could have stopped it regardless.
I don't think he stopped it for sure, but it's questionable. And I think we've questioned some of his position in the past. Like, but even the way our players lined up,
Exactly. You know what I mean?
left that opening for him there.
You know what I mean?
I saw it. I was like, let's go.
All right. Okay.
But-
I just wanted to be sure that I wasn't the only one hallucinating.
Were you going to say something, Don?
Okay, yeah. His positioning, I think he's still good, but I think that would be the first time I'll be seeing Szoboszlai playing free kick even for Liverpool. So it's what you have watched before that you'll be prepared for. Like other keepers now prepared. This guy can hit the ball hard.
Okay.
And they will prepare for next games. But this one,
That's fair.
I don't think he's to blame. His positioning was good, but nobody believed the way he hit that ball that hard.
So in essence, you're saying he never experienced it.
He never expected it.
And honestly, if you see the camera pan to him after the goal, he was like,
Oh no.
he was like,
Hey, I did what I could. And the funny thing is, in fairness to him, it was full length.
yeah,
I'll be
he
wrong.
was. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's all the time we have for. I don't see any more comments. So thank you guys for coming. I'm giving you guys like a few more minutes to the hour. So that's great. Thank you guys for joining us today and hope to see you next time. I think we'll have 2 weeks off and then we'll come back on, or not the podcast, but from Premier League. So we're going into an international break. Hopefully our players come back fit. All right. And including yours. I know you guys had some injuries today, so hopefully they recover. But yes, thanks guys.
Thanks, guys.
You're watching Footy Fantasy. It is sure say the thing go meet your football needs. Banter from rivalries, he sure you go receive. From EPL to Champions League, your eyes go see. It's footy fantasy, yeah, watching footy fantasy, footy fantasy. It is sure say the thing go meet your football needs, your football needs. Banter from rivalries, he sure you go receive, sure you go receive. From EPL to Champions League, your eyes go see, your eyes go see. It's footy fantasy.